Hello, hello. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes to start while Facebook does its thing and tells everybody that we're here. When you come in, please do me a favor and just say hello. Comment down below so I know you're here and let me know who you are and where you're from. That'll be great. I really appreciate that. I'll come back after the fact and answer questions or comment back to you if you would like. But when you come in, please comment down below and say hello and tell me who you are. Now, while we're waiting for people to roll in here, a couple of things. You'll notice that the topic today is how to become wealthy. Hey, Ronnie, how to become wealthy in 2021. And we're going to talk today about what wealth really means, because I'm going to suggest to you that most people don't even know, they don't know how to become wealthy. And number two, they don't even know what it means. But we're going to talk more on that in just a couple of minutes. For now, while we're waiting for people to come in, hey, Alexander and Suzanne, while we're waiting for people to come in, then let me just say a couple of things to you. If this video impacts you in a positive way, then please just do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do your friends a favor, and hit that share button. Help me, help you, help those you love and care about. It's really easy. Just hit, hey Anand, just hit the share button and spread the word if it impacts you in a positive way, which I think it's going to. Secondly, if you're not yet following me on YouTube, it's free, obviously, James Arthur Ray. Go there and enroll and follow. There's over 200 hours, thank you, Ronnie, over 200 hours of videos there on how to create more abundance and more results in all the areas of your life, the 5 key areas: financial, relational, mental, physical, spiritual. And so check it out on James Arthur Ray on YouTube. Now, let's come back to this idea of wealth. Would you like to be more wealthy? No or yes? Would you like to know how, specifically how to become more wealthy? No or yes? Well, I'm betting that you answered yes. Thank you, Alexander. I'm betting that you answered yes, because I've never talked to anybody who, when I ask them that question, they say, no, I don't want to create more wealth. Thank you, Marina. And so stick with me here, because when I coach and interact with people almost every single day, 99.999% of the people I talk to, which is almost everybody, if I ask you how to define wealth, how would you define it? Well, most people define it as money. Now, wealth is not money. Well, money is a part of wealth. Thanks, Anand. Money is a part of wealth, but it's not the totality of wealth. It's only 1/5 the equation. When you trace the etymology or the root of the word wealth back to its origins, wealth literally translates as well-being. Now, I wrote about this in my New York Times bestseller back in the middle of 2006-07. The book was entitled Harmonic Wealth. Yeah, you got it, Alexander. Hope you read it. Hope you've read my new book, The Business of Redemption. But nonetheless, here's the bottom line. Wealth is well-being. And if 2020 taught us anything, which it should have taught you a lot. In fact, I posted a live a couple of weeks ago with the 4 primary lessons that 2020 should have taught us. And if you didn't catch it, then go back. It's in the feed and check it out. I'm not going to get into those here. But if it taught you anything, it should have taught you what's real wealth. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said it best. He said, health is our greatest wealth. Now, this is not how we're wired, guys, but we need to do some rewiring. Are you with me? Because I don't care how much money you had in 2020. If you were broke or if you were a multimillionaire, every single person was impacted by what went down in 2020. False or true? You can't buy your way out of that. Everybody was impacted in some way, shape, or fashion. Now, here's the other thing. How many people were circling the drain in 2020 because they were fearful of their health? They didn't have a lot of it. Now, when we dive into health, then we need to make a distinction here, because in a world of Instagram models, in a world of six-packs, in a world of look at my butt, quite frankly, and look how nice it is, we are not healthy. Because, write this down, health comes first, fitness follows. Fitness is not necessarily health. The number of people who have died young who look really fit and are super buff are countless. Why? Because fitness is an external state of experience. Health is an internal state of experience. Does this make sense to you? And so we have become a world that is harming our health at the expense of fitness. We're chasing fitness so that we can live up to an ideal that the mainstream media and social media has fed to us of how we should look. And in the process, in many cases, if not most, we're harming our very health. Does that make sense to you? So health is your greatest wealth, according to Emerson. I couldn't have said it as well. I certainly couldn't have said it better. Because I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how big your business is. I don't care how spiritually connected you are. Of course I care. But stick with me. I don't care about those things, because here's the bottom line. If you're not healthy, you're not going to enjoy that money, that business, those relationships, or anything. The lack of health is going to knock you off your game. And it did this for countless millions of people in 2020. Are you with me on this? And so if 2020 taught you any lessons and you were awake and aware, then you should have been focusing, starting a couple of weeks ago, beginning of January, on the importance of your health. Now, health is certainly physical. It's related to diet, flexibility, strength, energy, vitality, all of those things. And it's more than just physical. Health is also mental health. You know, how many people caught the mental virus last year because they were so fearful that they were going to lose their health or lose their life? They caught the biggest virus at all, which was the mental virus that put them into fear. You see, the heart doesn't feel fear. It really doesn't. The heart is the Christ center. It's the Buddha center. It's the awareness center, the awakened center. But your head will mess you up every single time. Your head is what creates your fear, because it projects you into the future and imagines the worst, and then you bring it back into now and you get all upset about it and you experience the worst now, even though it's not here yet. Do you follow me on this? And so your mental toughness is part of your health. Your emotional strength is a big part of your health. Because let me promise you this, you can have a very strong, healthy body, and you should. But if you're mentally weak and emotionally weak, you're not going to get through the sucker punches life throws. You're not going to get through the tsunamis life brings. And if you know anything about my life, you know that I have the credibility and I have the history to talk about this. Because I've been through some major life tsunamis. And maybe you have too. But I guarantee you, what allows me to be here with you today was my health. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. If I didn't have my health mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, then I wouldn't be here today, because I would have folded, and so many people have. And you maybe know them. And the turbulence aren't over, guys. We live in turbulent times. I wish I could tell you the turbulence are over. Everyone, tends to think, once the inauguration is done and once we slide further into 2021, everything's going to just smooth out and get back to normal. I don't think so. I hope I'm wrong, but mark my words, I don't think so. I think that we're just going to continue to have to deal with disruption and turbulence. But take heart. Now remember, the heart doesn't feel fear. Take heart. Have hope. Stand up. Stay strong. Because here's what I know from experience personally as well as working with over 1 million people around the world, is that every significant breakthrough is always preceded by a breakdown. You follow me on this? The breakdown has to occur before the breakthrough can occur. You can't build a new structure on top of an old one. You have to break down the old one first, and then you have a platform to build a new structure. Well, we're in the breakdown right now. Do you feel it? I know you do. We're in the breakdown right now, which means that we're getting closer and closer and closer to the breakthrough. Many people are giving up and throwing in the towel and saying, what's the use? Not you. Take heart. Stand strong. Stand up. Stay the course. Make the most important thing the most important thing. Your health, physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is going to see you weather through the storm. Now, this is leadership. And it's time for new leadership. Do you agree with me? It's time that we need a new type of leader, one we have not yet seen. A leader who is focused upon the whole person, W-H-O-L-E, the whole person, not just a portion, not just a leader who looks at strategy or ROI or business or finances, but a leader who is focused on the whole individual. A leader who understands philosophy, psychology, physiology, community, and strategy. Yes, strategy is a part of that, but it's just one piece of the equation. A leader who can help you take your power back. And here's my advocacy. Stop looking for that leader. Become that leader. Stop looking for that leader. What we need is what I call a redemptive leader. What does redemptive mean? To save yourself from and others, save yourself and others from evil and error. A redemptive leader saves himself, herself, and others from evil and error. What we need are leaders who are legendary. What we need are leaders we have not yet experienced in our world. Because we're on the verge of a breakthrough. We're on the verge of a great awakening. It's happening all around you. Pay attention. If this resonates with you, then I have an opportunity for you. There's a link right above my head. Right there. Someone will come back and say, where's the link? It's right there. You see it? And we're doing a live online event, 3 days on Zoom, February 5, 6, 7. And we have people coming in from all over the globe. And it's not just a listen to me talk event. It's a roll up your sleeves and get busy event. I was just working on the workbook before we got on here. And look, I mean, this is the content that we're going to experience together. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for individuals who are really ready to take their power back. For you, if you are ready to live a life that you've never yet lived. It's for you if you are ready to learn about yourself and become more self-aware. We're going to get into, here's just a few things we'll get into. Carl Jung's idea of the shadow, which he talked about years and years and years ago. The shadow, or the things outside of your conscious awareness, which cause you to hesitate, to procrastinate, and to not take action. And we're going to help you uncover that so you can heal it, release it, and set yourself free. We're going to help you understand your personal strategies and your personal strengths and how to leverage, based on research from Harvard University, how to leverage your personal strengths. You're always going to be much more successful in the world when you're using your A game versus trying to develop your C game. Does that make sense to you? Most people are trying to develop their weaknesses instead of leveraging their strengths. Well, we're going to teach you exactly what your strengths are. If you don't know what they are, then it'll be easy to uncover them based upon the information and the research we're going to give you and the exercises you're going to do. We're going to help you, one part of leadership is communication. We're going to teach you how to communicate to inspire people to action versus inform. Would you like to be a better communicator? Would you like to be a master communicator? Then you must know how to inspire to action versus just put out information. We're going to teach you how to build instantaneous rapport and connection with every single person you meet, whether it's in business, whether it's in your romantic relationships, your friendships, or any single area in which you operate. How powerful will it be for you to be able to enter someone else's model of the world and build an instantaneous connection, a deep rapport with them every single time? We're going to teach you your personality strengths and what you came in with and how to leverage those strengths. We're going to teach you the skills and the unique genius that you have. And I could go on and on. But if any of this resonates with you, then just click the link above my head, check out the details, grab your seat, and decide to join us in a group of growth-minded leaders from around the world, new type of leaders who are going to transform their own lives and transform the world. Because you can't change the world until you change your world. Does that make sense to you? When you change your world, then maybe you can change your family. When you change your family, maybe you can change your neighborhood. When you change your neighborhood, maybe your city, your state, your country, and possibly the world. So click on the link above, get the information, grab your seat, and come join us at Legendary Leadership. You'll be grateful when you do. I want to thank you for a couple of moments of your day. Again, if this has been powerful for you and insightful for you, and you know people who can benefit from it, then please just hit the share button and help me help you help those that you care about. All right? Lots of love to you. God bless. I'll see you at Legendary Leadership. Have a masterful day.